Good morning, Ricardo. Can you hear me?
Here I am. I'm sorry,
There you
I
go.
couldn't find the right button. So I'm here. I'm back.
Too many buttons, I take it.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Pretty excited, because I thought, but I think that last session was good. We had a lot of fun, but I think that this one is going to be even better. It's going to be more based on technology and how headset had improved in the last few years, things that are pretty new in the market. I think it's going to be fun.
No, sounds great. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I think let's just give it a couple more seconds, maybe 30 seconds or so, for just the people to dial in and to log on. I see a couple more people just busy getting into the system, and then we can start.
Okay, perfect. We'll wait.
But yeah, from my side, the feedback I got from all my resellers regarding the previous session was really good, really great. I think a lot of technology and a lot of differentiators was actually discussed, which you can use to actually gain more momentum, to actually close more deals with that with the end users. So yeah, I think it's very positive. And as you said, I think I'm definitely looking forward to this. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what the technology is within these devices, which we're going to touch a bit more on.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna be. We will.
Yeah.
Sorry. We will review noise canceling, how it has changed. We will review also active noise canceling, the improvements of Bluetooth, Bluetooth class 3, class 2, class 1. So I think it's gonna be nice.
Oh, that's great. So I'm going to learn a couple of things as well. Looking forward. But I think, Ricardo, with any further delay, let's start. Good morning to everybody and welcome to part 2 of the 2-part webinar. We are having focused around the revolution on headsets. For those resellers that missed the previous session, part 1, it is available on our website. You can just go into the website, click on webinars, and it will take you straight to the links. Please go and check it out. If there's any issues, any concerns, please notify me and I'll have a look at it. As mentioned just now, today we're going to focusing a bit more on the technology and the enhancements within these devices over the last couple of years, what sets it apart in the industry as well. Once again, before I hand over to Ricardo, I would like this session to be as interactive as possible. If you've got a question, please raise your hand. We'll include you. If you've got a question, or you can either put it on the Q&A. I'll read it out. I'll stop Ricardo then and there so we don't brush over the questions. We answer it while it's actually applicable to what we're currently discussing. But I think without further delay, Ricardo, over to you.
Okay, perfect. So let's start with this. So as you know, as I said before, like this session is not going to be based so much in a PPT. We're going to be reviewing the slides and I will be showing you pictures because there is no picture that I can show you. Yeah, we do have one slide just with the 4 main pillars, but we're going to be mainly focusing on my screen so that I can show you the headsets, I can show you the buttons, and I can directly talk to you. So as we did in previous session, which I loved, the previous session, I loved it because you were asking questions. Yeah, you were just saying, hey, Ricardo, I don't understand this. I want to know more about that. And I think that's really, I love it because it feels more interactive, as what we said. And it's not like just me talking to you. You guys can stop me anytime. This is more like a friendly meeting than any other thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go first to the slide that I showed you the other day about technology. 1 second, and then we will start from there. I think you will like this one because this session, because I think it's going to be more like focus on what I like the best, which is all the technology and everything. So as you can see here, there are 4 main pillars that are the ones that I really like talking about because it's technology that you don't see nowadays and is very difficult to find. And I think that's what makes the difference when you are working with a vendor that is really focused on professional headsets. You know, due to the pandemic and how the situation has changed, you know that many years ago, talking about working from home or working away from the office was something that was absolutely impossible. People would think like, no, 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 no. You have to be at the office to work. If not, it is not possible. And people were always taking your time. What time did you get in? When are you leaving? And all this. But we saw that at the end, yeah, you could be at the office, but you could be just looking, to the walls or whatever, and really not being that productive. At the end, it's only about really trusting in people on their professionality and how they work. And due to this, we have seen that people is more and more productive. Sometimes when they work at home, they work at a place where they're comfortable, where they feel good, better than being in a place where they cannot even move and they don't have mobility, they don't have the trust of their bosses and everything, and it is not that productive for the company. So due to this, we have to improve a lot the headsets because we changed the environments. It's not that we are now in an office with some walls around us that are protecting us from all the noise, and now we're sharing a table with maybe sometimes like 3-4 colleagues. So we have them very close. It's very loud, and things have changed a lot because now it's not only about protecting the rest from the noise that we have around. So that if I am talking to you guys and I have lots of noise, that you can't hear that noise. It's also about protecting us from that noise so that we can focus. That's why it's important, and that's what ANC hybrid it is, and we will be talking during this session. For example, right now, I don't know what happened with my neighbors, but they are rebuilding the house. I don't know what the hell they're doing today, but it's super loud upstairs. I can even hear with my headsets on. It's like, brr, brr. So that's why headsets and professional headsets are so important. Situations like this. Then we will be talking also about smart sensors. I think smart sensors are pretty cool, and we have seen them in many of our headsets. We started this with the, I think it was with the Voyager Legend, and I don't know even with Explorer also. It is something that the market really loved, and we have continued, through the years, and we have improved it. We'll be talking about density. Density, it's important. I told you in previous sessions that it's important that we are talking to a customer, or if we are the customer, we need to make sure that when we're going to have many headsets together, that we might have a density problem. So we need to check about what technology we're going to choose. We're going to go Bluetooth, or we're going to go DECT. This is important. Don't think that because you have a very cool headset is going to be the right headset for the office. Yeah, it looks good, looks amazing. Maybe technology is great, but it's not the best for density. We will be covering that, okay? And secure headsets. This is something that I'm not going to touch this time because we already talked about it, about DECT headset, how secure they are, okay? So we're going to start first with noise canceling, which is different from active noise canceling. Yesterday, I had a customer. You might know Zara stores. It's very famous around the world, clothing, Zara. The group is called Inditex. And they were asking, Ricardo, we want a headset with a headband and noise canceling. I said, yeah, but noise canceling, every headset from Poly has noise canceling. So they were like confused. Every headset has noise canceling. That's not the idea that we have. Then I was like, are you talking about what you press a button and it does like the, and you don't hear any noise? And they were like, yeah, that's what we want. Okay, that's not noise canceling. That's active noise canceling. So that's something we need to learn first. When we're talking about noise canceling, it is true that the name is very similar, but when it's active, and when it's called active noise canceling, is when you press a button just to get rid of all that noise that is bothering you, okay? So noise canceling, the regular one, the one that we find on every headset from Poly. As you know, from the beginning, when I saw you the other day in the previous session, the contact center headsets, the way they used to have, or they used to cancel that noise, it was through a microphone that it was here at the end of the tube on the outside, okay? That's why I explained you in my previous session, when you guys buy a headset or when you are using a headset, it is very important that you bend the tube because many customers, they don't know that when you're selling them a headset, that they can bend the tube. They feel afraid of breaking it because the cost is high. So they say, oh, if I touch this, I might break it. You need to tell the customer, or if you are the customer, you need to know that if it's a professional headset, you should have the chance to bend the tube, if it's a long tube, to bend it so that the position of the microphone is close to your mouth. and the noise canceling is on the outside and is protecting you like a shield, okay? Because as I said before, if you have the door open, all the thieves will get in. So if you want to be protected, always close the door. This way, we make sure that the microphone is focusing on the voice and not on the noise. That is really, really important, okay? So as I said, I think I said this previously, I do so many webinars that at the end, I don't know if I said this in this one or the other one, but it's important because so many people say, no, I bought the new Encore and it's not that good at noise canceling. Did you bend the tube or you had it open? So that's important. So in the beginning, many years ago, we were focusing on just a single microphone that was doing that noise canceling action to cancel the noise. What happened? Very recently, we started working with vendors like Microsoft, Cisco, Avaya, and all this. And when we started developing headsets for their solutions, we found out that Microsoft was very, like, I don't know, demanding in the way he wanted the professional headsets to match the, like, a very high standard in terms of quality audio. And this is why we found different certifications that we need to pass in order to have the best audio so that Microsoft would certify our solutions. So that's why you see Microsoft Open Space certification. It is because we needed to add another microphone in order to cancel more the noise so that the experience of the voice was much better. Because what Microsoft was looking for by that time, it was that, imagine that I am the Microsoft guy. I'm selling you Microsoft Skype, it's Microsoft Teams. You say, yeah, I love it. Let's test the audio, how good it is. It's not the same if I offer you the Microsoft solution with a certified headset that with one that didn't pass their standards. Why? Because they're making sure that the noise canceling is even better. So when I talk to you, the audio is going to be much better than any other solution that maybe I can see, I don't know, whatever, Cisco Avaya, that maybe is not asking for a certified headset with a specific microphones. So this is how it started improving. So in some of the headsets that we started developing for Microsoft, that, by the way, I told you, if you see a headset that is in the same family, imagine this one, for example, is Team certified, okay? If you choose the Blackwire non-Team certified, no problem. Technically, it's going to be, because it's going to be the same. We covered already the standard, so the microphones are already in. It's just that this one has a Team logo, the other one doesn't. But we didn't say, oh, it's a standard, let's remove the microphone. So it's going to be the same. If it's the same family, no worries about that. But what we did in that case was having a microphone here and microphone here, just where the ear is, the right ear, or where the tube is located. So when having two different microphones, what we did, it was just like covering a lot more range, because the ones here were telling the ones on the front, like, hey, what we see, what we can hear from the back, this is noise, just cover it. This is not voice. So it seems like the three microphones were listening and they were talking to each other saying, this is voice, this is noise. And we were just opening more the range. So this is important. We passed from one to two different microphones that they were managing the noise. And that was a big advantage. It is true that at the beginning, we had some customers that were telling us and other vendors, oh, I can hear that the voice is not so clear, because some people could hear like it was going up and down. Like if imagine I'm talking to Rodney, it was more like rock, like it could hit like some jumps in the audio quality. It was because the microphones couldn't match that. It was not that fast. So they were trying to do it fast, but they couldn't do that fast, as the voice, went like, when I was speaking, it couldn't go as fast as my voice. And the audio quality was not that good until we improved by software, all that. That's why in the beginning, probably some of you experienced that the voice quality was not that good. I remember that at the beginning. Yeah, it was like that, but it has been improved a lot, and now there is no difference. You can hear me quite well. So that was noise canceling. We went from one microphone to two microphones. What happened later? So we have been adding more microphones, and I'm sure that in the future we will add even more, just to try to make all the noise disappear, no matter what's the condition. The last one that we launched with more microphones was this one, the Voyager Focus 2. This is the headset.
Ricardo, maybe I can just jump in here. Could you maybe just close your presentation so we can see the full screen on a video?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, let's yeah, of course.
Especially if you're going to do the live demonstrations. I think
yeah. Of course. Yeah, better. Good. Thanks, Rodney. So the Focus 2, it has 4 microphones. It's not 2 microphones anymore. It's 4 microphones. So one is going to be, look, I'm going to try to show you. It's going to be too small, but I'll try. They are like here. It's difficult to see, but here there are 3 dots. Okay, you'll see 3 dots. Here there are another 3 dots in the low part. It's difficult to see, but I promised here there are 3 dots. I don't know if you see a whole. If there are 3 dots here, where it's the tip of my finger.
I see something. Yes.
Yeah, you see something. Okay, here there are another 3 dots. Here, okay, and there's one here and one here. So what these microphones, what they do, actually is what I told you before. They talk between them and they say, hey, noise on the right, noise on the left, noise on the front, noise on the back. And we create kind of a helmet that is protecting us against that noise, okay? And it's quite interesting. I can do a demo now, or we can do it later. You think it's good that we do the demo now, Rodney? Yeah?
Yeah, please. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, you're going to see this live. I am like the magician, you see? No tricks here, no tricks here. I promise this is going to be live, okay? So we're going to do something. We're going to do something really crazy. My neighbors, they did some noise. Let's make some noise too, so they cannot complain. So this is a Sync 40, okay? I'm going to turn it on. And what I'll do is, once, okay. So now I turn it on. What I'm going to do is, let's pretend I am at the office or a bar, cafeteria, whatever. So I'm going to connect it to my cell phone. Okay, 1 sec. Let's see if it connected. Yeah, okay. So I just played, do you hear the noise pretty loud? Is it loud? Yeah, okay. I'll tell you why. So that you understand this. 1 sec, I'll stop it. This is because I'm using a Voyager 6200. It has noise canceling, but as I said before, remember, one for voice, one for noise. In this case, the headset is pointing this way, okay? If I move the speaker right, or if I move the speaker left, the headset will notice it. Because if the microphones are pointing this, it means that there is always a part where the microphone is kind of open. So it's more focusing on what I have it, just in front of me. So this is probably the headset I wouldn't use at the office if I have someone talking in front of me. If I have, for example, Rodney on one side and Neil on the other side, no problem. But if I am focusing, my microphones are open in front of me, that would be a problem. But we have the Focus 2. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to switch over to the Focus 2, and you're going to see the difference. Okay, look, I'm going to open the microphones. 1 second. This, I'm playing the audio. I don't know if the noise is too loud. Is it too loud, Rodney? Yes, no? How is the noise?
No, it's completely cut out. I can't hear any noise.
Okay. The headset is good. It's canceling. Okay. But look at this. Wait, Focus 2.
I can't hear you.
1 sec. You hear me?
There we go.
Yeah?
We can hear you.
Yeah, okay. So I'm on the Focus 2. So what I'm going to do now is okay? And let's see how you hear it. Okay, 1 sec. Okay. Is it loud? I'm going to put it more loud than it was. Okay. It's louder now. It's super loud. Okay. So if you were not using a professional headset, I had to do my presentation using the regular headsets that you use with the phone, or maybe with the microphone from the laptop. So many people say, no, I am using a headset. This has a microphone or the camera. Let's switch over to the laptop and let's see how we can do this presentation. So maybe you like it better, or you tell me, no, it's good enough. 1 second, looking for the audio here. Okay, so now I am with the microphone from my laptop, and I don't know how is the sound quality, if it's good, it's bad. So I'm going to switch over now to my Focus 2. 1 sec. Okay. Now I'm back on my focus too. Okay. Did you, Rodney, did you feel the difference or no, it was okay?
Sure, it was quite impressive. It sounded like you were sitting in a coffee shop with a lot of people around you,
So it was good?
busy, and yeah,
Yeah?
definitely.
Okay, so this is what I wanted. I wanted you to see how, well, just no tricks, huh? I promise it's still playing. I'll go back, 1, 2, 3, and so this is what I want you to feel. That and look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. I am gonna switch over to the focus and get the speaker even closer to me. Okay. Now I'm back to the speaker. So I still on, huh? It's just okay. So
Yes.
you see on, okay. But I promise, here, but I promise it's I'm not doing anything. It is just the headset that is doing doing all the technologies focusing. Okay, here all the technology is focusing on. Okay, switch over now. Done. One sec. Back.
Can't hear you yet, Ricardo.
Okay, now I'm back. I'm sorry, I was driving my computer crazy because you know why? I had two dongles connected to the PC at the same time, so Zoom didn't know if to go to the BT600, BT700. It was going crazy. So, how is the experience, Rodney? Could you feel the experience of the microphones working just to cancel the noise?
Yeah, definitely. I must be honest with you. That sound and that noise in the background is very disruptive to a meeting. I've experienced meetings with people who actually sit in a coffee shop. It's very difficult to hear. It's very difficult to focus on what is being discussed. Yeah, it's worlds apart.
Yeah,
Very impressive.
it's really important. This is why, you know what's the problem, guys? That if imagine that I was doing this presentation, I had some noise. I don't know how you hear me. It's
Mhm.
impossible. I can imagine how bad it is. Or some people are in the meeting and they're like this. Yeah, super good. Yeah, I love this. Blah blah blah. And but they don't even realize how bad is the noise around them. And at the end, they're just having a single microphone here. It's just a single microphone that is trying to work just to get the voice and everything that is around us. Because what it's doing is amplifying that voice. So that's when people say, "Yeah, I'm gonna use this headset for gaming or for music that some friend bought me." Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I'm sure that headset is amazing. It sounds super good for music, but it's meant to for music. No, it has been built for music, not for working. This is the main difference. You wouldn't use a sports car for going to the forest. It's crazy. I mean, you will destroy it, and it won't perform. This is the same. So this is why when we put all our imagination in building a headset that is good, that the performance is good, that you won't complain, that when people you talk to people that I don't have to repeat. Just imagine myself. I am from Spain, from Madrid, so my first language is Spanish, it's never English, and I have to talk to people from different languages, and the accents are different. For me, the accent for you guys, for example, Rodney, Neil, is completely different from when I talk to my colleagues in the US, when I talk to my colleagues in the UK. So sometimes I need to concentrate. If my speakers are not good, imagine so people that they don't speak English that good, they feel ashamed and they are like need to concentrate and they don't want to ask about repeat, can you please repeat? They feel bad. So good speakers, good microphones, they will help us and they will help the others. So this is good. Okay, so we learned a lot about microphones and noise canceling and how it works. Noise canceling. Okay, now let's go the next level, active noise canceling. Okay. um, there was a funny story that I heard once. One vendor that is from competition in Spain. one day, one of my top accounts, they wanted to get in, okay, and start selling their headsets. And it was funny because the IT manager told me, but they told me that the active noise canceling from this headset that you have is not good because it's not too aggressive. And this is not true. I will explain you how active noise canceling works and how you can make it more aggressive or less aggressive. And if it's, you cannot think that something is good or bad because of that. You need to be understand the technology to understand when is good, when is bad, when is good for you, and when is bad for some other. Active noise canceling, the first thing is that it is just a technology that will help you to block the noise around you so that you can focus more on the conversation. That's the first thing. So if it's helping us to block the noise and be able to focus more, it is already working. It is true that we have different levels. This is like a car. When you go to the car dealer, you might say, I want, I don't know, Volkswagen Golf. And the guy will tell you, you want 100 horsepower, 120, 150, 200, 250. It is the same car, but the engine is different. Why? Because it might be that I'm a guy that drives around town. I don't want to take too much gas. 100 is good for me. Maybe I'm the guy that travels all the time. I like going fast. And maybe for me, 180. But the car is basically the same. But what you need to understand is that when you buy a headset with active noise canceling, you need to find the headset that you can live more with. I mean, like that is more easy to work with because active noise canceling affects very differently to different people. To different people, I have people. I don't know if it happened to maybe to Rodney or to Neil when they talk to customers that they say, I don't feel comfortable with active noise canceling. After 10 minutes, I need to disable active noise canceling because it's too much for me. Some people say, I love it. I always leave it on. I keep on working, and it's amazing. And some people say, it's too low. I would like more aggressive. Why is this? I will explain you this. This is because the sense of equilibrium, it's in the ears. Okay, this is where it is. This is why this maybe Rodney, when I go to visit him this year, he might say, Ricardo, let's go to an amusement park. And maybe Rodney goes to the roller coaster, and after 10 minutes, he says, let's go for another one. And I say, whew, I'm too dizzy. Because the sense of equilibrium changes from one person to another. It's completely different. This is why some people, when using ANC, it doesn't mean that it's bad to you. Something is going to happen to you. It's not going to happen. Nothing's going to happen to you. But because it's in the ears and the way the different waves, the way the headset interacts with us, it might affect us in a way that we feel like, I feel more like in a capsule. I don't like it. I feel more dizzy. That's why we need to make sure that the ANC that we have in our headsets is good enough for everyone. Because maybe if we select too aggressive, what it happens is that maybe people won't use the technology. Why are you investing so much in a headset that the ANC is not good for you? We need at the end, when we design a headset, we don't only look about the good microphones and everything. We need to make sure that it also fits the ears. We have the wall of ears in Poly in the I don't know if you knew this, but we have the wall of ears with more than 200 ears that are real. We took them, not real ears, of course, but we took the shape and everything from people just to make sure that it fits everyone. And the percentage of people that won't be able to use that headset is very low. So the same with ANC. So ANC at the beginning, when we started with it, for example, with the Wader Focus, then the Blackwire 7025, we were the first ones, but we needed to make sure that the ANC was good for everyone. Because what happened is when we launched it, people said like, it's too much for me. Some people say, it's good, but after 1 hour, I need to turn it off. This is why ANC, it affects you very different. So if you have the chance to try ANC headsets, I would ask you to do just just to try something. Try it, give it to your wife, friend, husband, whatever. Give it to someone else, and then ask, how did you feel? And you will have many different responses. I loved it. I didn't like it. After 10 minutes, I was bored. So this is ANC. This is why now in the headsets, offering different types of ANC. For example, in the Blackwire 8225 or in the Focus 2, for example, we have, or in the Voyager 8220, we have here the possibility to change from off, mid, and high. So we have different types of ANC. Why is this? Because we can go for off, mid, or very aggressive. Because maybe for me, too aggressive is not something I can handle. But mid helps me to go through the day. Some people say, but it doesn't fully block everything. Yeah, sometimes it does. It won't do that because it's not, you won't be able to handle that for more than 30 minutes. I promise you, it's going to be like too much at the end. So some people, they don't want to isolate themselves like so bad. It's like a little bit is good, but maybe all, I don't think it's going to be that good. For more that you would need over ear headset. So this is why we're given different levels of ANC. Okay. This is why, just to make sure that the technology is good for everyone. It's not that you buy it and you think like it's not good enough. Okay. I remember one day I was in a event from Microsoft, and there was a gentleman that came to me and said, "Oh, it was Plantronics at that time. Plantronics, I love. It's my favorite vendor. Blah blah blah. The Voyager 8220 is the best headset ever. I hate." He was telling me, in this case, it was Bose. Okay. And I said, but Bose is an amazing vendor. I said, it's personally, I think it's amazing. It's consumer, it's not professional. For me, it's not for like business or for working like this kind of headset. But he told me, no, because I bought the Comfort something with ANC, and it made me so sick and so dizzy. I feel like going to the toilet. I said, wow. And he told me after 10 minutes. And then I explained to him about the sense of equilibrium. And he told me, but the Voyager 8220, it does not do that to me. I feel so good. But I said, the Bose is an amazing headset. The Voyager is an amazing headset. It's just the ANC in the headset is so good or so aggressive or so high that it's affecting you. It does not mean that the Bose is not a good headset anymore. It's an amazing headset. And probably if you tell someone in your family, test it, they will love it. But it's just because of the sense of equilibrium, how you feel, you think it's not that good, but it's a good headset. So my recommendation is don't think of a headset because of the ANC is too low, too high, it's not good. Have the chance to test it, see how you feel with it during the day, and then you will be able to choose the right solution. Okay. So we are all different. We need just to make sure that we choose the right technology. And you might be saying, and what question, Rodney? No? I thought you were going to ask something. No. I thought you were going to say something. That's why I stopped. Okay.
No. Please go
okay.
for it.
No.
Yeah, look,
okay.
Yeah.
And you might be saying, what about ANC hybrid? How did you improve that? Because you already have ANC, now ANC with different levels, and now we have ANC hybrid. What is that? Okay. I'll show you how ANC works. ANC works this way. ANC, the headset, what it does is listening on the outside, the noise. It's a continuous noise like this. Okay. What the headset does, it sends another wave like a mirror. It reflects the same wave, but in negative. The same one that we have like this in negative until it leaves the noise in like flat, no more noise. Okay. It's like the opposite, the one positive, one negative, and it leaves it flat. That's what the headset does. So if we do a test, imagine that I'm saying, Rodney, test this ANC headset. I say, hello, how are you? And Rodney, oh, I can listen to you. It's not going to work. It's not like, hello, hi. It's not. It's going to be like more like air conditioning, a plane, a train, the noise of lots of people talking like, whoa, that's what it's going to cover. Okay. But when we're using ANC, due to this action of like covering, noise, blah, blah, we might hear the voice from the other person or the music a little different, like a little covered, okay? But thanks to hybrid ANC that we have, for example, in Focus 2, in the Blackwire 8225, the headset now we have microphones inside here, inside. You might be thinking, oh my God, microphones everywhere. It is true. Microphones in here, close to the speakers that are listening to what the speaker is playing. So if I'm playing music, if I'm playing a video or I'm listening to you guys, I have ANC, but thanks to hybrid ANC, the microphones are listening to the conversation saying that, oh, there is something that is a little covered here. We can get better audio. So it's equalizing. At the same time that I can hear it, it's equalizing the headset to improve the voice so it's more clear. So it's protecting us and at the same time equalizing what we're listening to so the sound is even richer, it's even better, it's even better. It's no mask, no covered at all. So it's better quality audio. Okay, that's high ANC hybrid. And say, okay, we see active noise canceling, hybrid. What about smart sensors? Smart sensors, it's a really smart technology because what it's doing is helping us to get the most of the headset. Because sometimes we press mute button, we press mute, okay, and I am listening to Rodney, and then after 10 minutes, I want to start. I don't know. I want to participate in the call. I forget that I am on mute, and I start talking. Hey, Rodney, what do you think about active noise canceling? Do you think it's a technology? I don't realize I'm talking and talking and talking, and Rodney is like he's still talking. Say, oh, he's not listening to me. Thanks to sensors like the ones that wake up in the headset, they recognize my voice apart from the noise, and the headset will tell me you are on mute. So it's easier to work with a headset that is already thinking, okay, how to give the most out of it. For example, imagine that someone is calling me. I have my headset here. Someone is calling me. Instead of like just looking for the button to just answer the call, if they just put it on, it will answer the call. But the good thing is that if I'm in a call with you guys and imagine that someone comes in, wants to talk to me about business, whatever, this is a different conversation. So the headset understand that this is a private conversation. This is one, and this is two. As soon as I remove the headset to talk to the person that wants to speak to me, it will go on mute. This way, you won't be able to hear this conversation. It's not that I have to go, okay, where's the mute button? Okay, it's here. No, I remove the headset will understand, oh, Ricardo is in a different conversation, doesn't want to talk to Rodney anymore. Okay, I'm here. Say, yeah, what is going on? Blah, 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 blah. And then I'll go back and I'm back with you guys. So this is something that is really, really interesting. So the headset is smart, yes, to be more effective during calls. Okay, that's a smart sensors. Density, what I told you before. Density is quite important, and customers sometimes they don't know about this, and it should be us, resellers, the vendors, to help them to invest their money in the right way. Because for me, it's super easy to go to a customer and impress them, and they will leave, and I know they will be like, "Wow, I want this headset. I want to buy this. I want to buy this right now." But that is not intelligent because I can sell the most expensive headset to you guys, but maybe after 6 months, if I go back to you and say, Ricardo, I didn't use ever the ANC. I never use this because I am at home. I am I didn't understand the needs of the customer. This is why it's important to understand the needs of the customer. So this is why I told you the other day. There is a problem with density because the market is pushing us to a wireless environment. We need to make sure that we have the right technology for the customers. If we just go and give the customer sometimes what they want, yeah, they will be happy for the first day. But I would like to be seen more like as a consultant. So, Ricardo, I'm thinking about the wireless technology, about going Bluetooth for Bluetooth headsets. What do you offer me? Instead of going say focus, what I would do is why wireless? Oh, because I move around the office a lot, blah blah blah. Okay, good. But are you going to use it only on the at the office? Yeah, only at the office. Okay, then I would probably. Do you know about deck technology? No. Maybe we consider this because the office is not that big, or is it big? No, it's super big with just three people, one there, one there. Okay, let's go Bluetooth. But you have deck technology that will give you a higher range, and in terms of density, you can have 200, 300 headsets. But if you're considering like also traveling, working away from the office, not at the office so much, then Bluetooth is the technology. So always consider this, okay? And when we're talking about wireless technology and Bluetooth, finding ways to improve it. Okay. The last improvement that we got is this. It is the new dongle that we have. It is called the BT700. Okay. Before we used to have the BT600, which was bigger. Okay, this one is the new one. Is the new one, and is the one that you will see with the Focus 2. I think you will see it also in the Sync 40 family, that and the Sync 20 Plus family. So it's the newest, and it's, to me, it's a lot better. The other one was a lot bigger. I'll tell you why. First thing, it was because it had a button. If you had before poly headsets, do you know that when you needed to pair the headset with the dongle, you needed to press a button on in one side, and the start would go, would flash to tell you it's ready for pairing, and you would pair the headset with the dongle. We removed the button, and thanks to that, the size is a lot smaller. But you might be saying, okay, Ricardo, but how do I pair now the dongle with the headset? Because you remove the button. Very simple. You use PolyLens, and with PolyLens, it's the new software that we launched very recently. You will be able to pair the headset. There's an option saying pairing. You just click pairing, and that's it. It's very, very simple. As soon as you open it and you see the headset, you see pairing. You might be saying, oh, PolyLens. What is that? Okay. For many years, we used to tell you a lot about, when talk to you about Plantronics Hub, Plantronics Manager Pro. This is the software that we have been using forever on all the headsets. If you can download now the new PolyLens for free, you can download it and use it. But I tell you, it is not working 100% yet. It's more focused on the new headsets right now, like the Focus 2, the Blackwire 8225, the Sync. But in the future, we'll be adding the old headsets. Okay, so all the old headsets will move to the new platform. But right now, all the new headsets go through Lens. Okay, and you might be saying, all the new headsets go through Lens and the old through Plantronics Hub. You might be saying, what's the difference between BT700 and BT600? BT700 has been improved in, I think, 2-3 things that are the most important. First, size, because lots of people didn't like the size of the other one because they could break it. When you imagine you had the laptop with your BT600 in your backpack, you could break it. Second thing, it is that now this one is for Teams, fully available. Okay, so it's going to be mainly for like also Teams, so it gets purple and all this. So it's going to be much better experience for those that you're using Teams. It's a Bluetooth 5.1, so the range has been improved in about 15 to 20 meters. Before, it was the Bluetooth class 1 that we used in the BT600 could go up to 30 meters. That's realistic, not like many people in the market. They say, yeah, buy Bluetooth class 1 up to 100 feet, up to whatever, 90 meters. Not real. At the end, we need to understand that Bluetooth signal is very weak compared to DECT, and the other one, the BT600, could go up to 30 meters. This one, the BT700, you can go up to 50, 55 meters. So the range has been improved. As I said, it's going to be Team certified and is smaller. And this one is ready to be used with PolyLens, the new software. Okay, so this one is going to be able to work with PolyLens. And in the future, because Lens is going to be the main software, so where you will have your video conferencing solutions, your audio conferencing solutions, your desk phones, and you'll be able to manage also your headsets. So this one is going to be PolyLens ready. Okay, so this is the difference between BT600 and BT700. Okay, and the last but not least, what I wanted to talk is about the microphones. I talked to you about microphones in headsets. Let's talk about microphones in speakerphones. Okay, the microphones in speakerphones has been very improved, as I said. Also, this is the Callisto. Has been like super well known. The regular Callisto. This one, for example, is USB. It is also Bluetooth, and it's pretty nice. It worked pretty well. But the old speakerphones used to work with a single microphone, which is called omnidirectional microphone, 360 microphone. we can kind of compare it with the microphones that you have on the ones from your phone that you speak like this when you go on the street because they say, hey, a lot of wind, a lot of noise, kind of that. It's a single microphone. And just because it has a single microphone, the Microsoft, thanks to the software inside, is um, trying to catch the voice and not the noise. But it's kind of difficult because it's just a single microphone that is trying to work and get the best out of the voice and the room where we're seated. This ones, we have implemented different microphones just to work not only on the voice of the people that is talking in that moment, but also to mute those are you producing the noise. So if I have noise around because someone is talking to, like, I don't know, Rodney is talking to Neil, like, hey, think about this. So the microphone is going to focusing more on my voice, which I'm the speaker. There's another one here that is going to focus more on the type of room because, sometimes because of the distance and sometimes because we have wood, we have glass, just to improve the experience. So as I said, the technology has been improved thanks to the number of microphones. That's where your investment is. Mainly when you are talking about wireless technology, where you're investing all the money is in technology. In the past, when you were talking about corded headsets, it was more about the robustness. I loved when I went to customers and they were saying, no, because someone told me that this corded headset is better because of the speakers and the microphone. The speakers and the microphone sometimes were the same, one from one family to another. But mainly the robustness, the plastics, the leathers is what made the aluminum. That's what made the difference. Now it has changed completely because now we have introduced active noise canceling, acoustic fans. Now the technology is back in the corded headsets. But before, the technology was always in the wireless headset. That's why you pay more in a CS540 than in the Savvy than in the CS540. The CS540 only connected to a desk phone. The Savvy could connect to a desk phone, PC, and cell phone. That improvement, so many chipsets, that's what where you were, doing the investment. So the same here, technology has improved a lot. Now we have a speakerphone that is a power band that was completely crazy. We have a speakerphone that is USB-A and USB-C for those that you were not in the previous session. And before, oh, I'm turning everything on. And wait, sorry. And before we only had a USB-A. Here now, thanks to this, we have USB-A and USB-C. We have both options for those that maybe they want to an investment that they don't want to buy uh, um, an adapter from USB-A to USB-C. So this way you give a chance to be connected to anybody at the office, no matter if they have a laptop that is pretty new with USB-C or they have USB-A. The speakers also has been improved. Technology has changed a lot. In the past, if you look to every speakerphone in the market, here they were completely closed. Nothing. It's the plastic and that's it. Now, because we have seen that people is asking more this kind of solutions of speakerphones, we need to give more to the market. We cannot just create the same again and again and again with a different shape. Because at the end, customers, they say, and what's new? And what do you say? No, it looks good, lots of lights, and you need to give something. So the speakers now are changing. And when here we're fully covered, and you could that sound like plastic, like not so natural. Now everything has changed. Now it's open on the back so that the speakers here can sound more natural. Like if you have speakers at home, you will see like a subwoofer or you have this kind of speakers that are portable Bluetooth. You can see that they have these holes just for the bass, like boom, boom. You need to sound more natural, more richer. We want conversation that in the past we used to focus only on how did people listen to us. Yeah, only microphones. For us, nothing. We were not protected. The phones were like this thin. Now it's different. The technology that we have is good for the others, but good for us for the experience. Good for calls for the others, not to listen to noise, but good for us just to listen very clear and with with a very high quality sound. So that was mainly it. It's a pity that I cannot show you active noise canceling because on video it's impossible. I could lie to you and say, no, I don't hear anything. But the good thing is that I was able to show you, thanks to technology, acoustic fence in real time.
Thanks for that, Ricardo. I think active noise cancellation is a bit more of a personal thing, as you mentioned as well. You have to experience it personally as well. But yeah, it's becoming more like a personal preference. For argument's sake, just to add to what you said, I can't use active noise cancellation. I've got a one BT600. That's my device. That's a device I live and die with. Don't use anything else. I don't like the cluster feeling of both ears, and even making it worse is active noise cancellation. I do see we've got a couple of questions here. The first one is, you mentioned quite a bit of density and on the deck and the Bluetooth. Is there any sort of guideline that will be able to assist our resellers in knowing what to position when and where?
Yeah, well, we offer a service where we can help customers. So if you have a customer that is gonna deploy lots of headsets, we can make a study. So we can do that for you guys. Something that is important. I think there is like kind of a white paper where we can give you some hints. Okay, I will try to look for that, and I will send it to Rodney and Neil so they can send it to you guys, and it can help you. But it depends on many factors. As I said, there's another problem. Look, I have a customer, one of the biggest companies in Spain. Well, it's from Italy right now because they bought it. It's called Enel. It's for electricity. Okay, in Spain, it's like the top company for electricity in Spain with Iberdrola. They bought me. It's around 6,000 units of the Voyager 6200. It was because they changed the building inside, and they wanted to, like, a welcome pack for everyone to when they were like going back to the new building. They wanted to give a Voyager 6200, and they had it. For example, they had a density problem. Why? Because they have thousands of people. But in the morning they were good. In the afternoon they were like, they couldn't work, and it was because the office is quite big, but there were center times where there was like many people in the same spot all together, and the headsets were not, the Bluetooth signal was not able to manage so many conversations at the same time. The problem is with the number of conversations you have at the same time, it's okay if I am, imagine, listening to music, but it's not the same if I am with Rodney, with Neil, with someone, like the three of us on the phone in the same space. If we have more than 30, 40 people, it's when I found problems. In the same space, when I mean small space. But there is another problem. Bluetooth works on 2.4 gigahertz band, same as Wi-Fi. I remember this customer was saying, I think the Wi-Fi also, the Wi-Fi signal is too, you need to lower the power a little bit because that might be affecting the headset. They were saying, no, Ricardo, we work in 5G, man. We know more 2.4, man. This is one of the top companies in Spain. But we showed them something. Yeah, you might be the best from the best and have 5G. The problem is that me, Rodney, Neil, my colleagues at the office, we'll have an iPhone, whatever. And my iPhone does not have 5G. And your employees don't have 5G. And they only speak one language, which is 2.4. So you might have the best antenna in the world, but if my phone only speaks 2.4, I will be connected through the 2.4 signal. So at the end, we have many devices because I have two cell phones, plus I have a headset, I have a mouse. We all work in the same band. So just make sure that when you go to a company, to a customer, if they say, don't worry about density, I'm 5G. Yeah, but all your employees work 5G, all your devices work 5G. So it means that the road is not clean for our headsets. It's full of devices that are taking part of the road, and they might cause those density problems. I had a customer like BNP Paribas. They bought around 8,000 Voyager Focus. And the problem is that we told them, they said, oh, we love the headset. I said, yeah, but this is not for the contact center. No, it's amazing. Everyone will use the same headset. We don't want people saying like, why is that we're not using the cool headset? We're using an Encore. No way, Ricardo. That is not going to happen. What happened? 15 days later, 15 days later, Ricardo, we have lots of problems. Why? Because we have 50, 60 people in a small room. They're all together with the burger focus and they're like mixing calls. I could hear Rodney conversation, blah, blah, in my headset. Why is that? Because it's not the Bluetooth signal. We had concurrency calls, 60 people talking at the same time. BNP Paribas, good morning. What are you? What's the problem today? Blah, 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 blah. 60 at the same time, non-stop, Bluetooth signal in small room, problem. What happened? We changed to the Encore 720. They're super happy. That's why sometimes it's not that the coolest headset is the best solution, for everyone. So we need to make sure about this, okay?
Yeah, and I think that if there's any requirements for any of our resellers, please make contact with your business development manager that will be able to assist you and guide you from there.
Yeah.
Another question I've got here, Ricardo, we're running a bit out of time, is, and I get it spotted a lot from my resellers and end users. Why a dongle when I can just pay the headset directly to my PC?
I love that question. I forgot that one. And it's good that someone is asking you. I love when you do question. That means because you were listening. I feel like my day changes. So I'll tell you why. Where's my dongle? Here. This is the smartest solution for you guys. I'll tell you why. Because in this world, nothing is perfect. And the problem that we have is we have many different vendors. And it's like the desk phones. So many people say that, why is that Poly sells us all these headset in cord with different cords? Just want to make money with cords. No, we don't want to make money with cords. It is because the desk phone vendors, instead of saying like, hey, let's create a single connection like HDMI, let's create a single one so everybody can connect very easy. They decide to say, no, my RJ9, RJ11, so everyone is different. This is the problem. The problem is that just imagine this. Microsoft Teams speaks Chinese. Avaya, English. Cisco, French. Zoom speaks Italian. What happened? The headsets, they speak, I don't know, whatever you want to, any language in the world, okay? Japanese. The problem is like, when you buy this amazing headset, costs you hundreds of dollars, you connect it to the PC. But the PC is a little bit stupid. Never went to school, never tried to learn anything. So they don't know much. They just know that these are guys from different places. They speak different languages. The problem is like, when I have lots of technology here, I say, mute. My PC is like, what is this guy saying? And the guys here, the soft phones, are like, what is Ricardo saying? And I don't know. Okay, don't listen to him. If I press take calls, the PC is like, I don't understand what this guy is saying. I don't understand. I don't speak any language. So the other ones is like, what is he saying? I don't know. So one react. What do I have to do? Go to the laptop and click enter. Now here, enter, take the call. Go with my mouse to mute button and say mute. That's what I need. I need to be myself, the translator, and tell them mute, take call, finish call. What happened? Thanks to Poly, we brought you a translator. This is the easiest way to understand this story. Translator. This guy is super smart, went to Harvard University, knows every language, and is the smartest guy on earth. So this guy, when I plug it in, connects to my headset, and the first thing that they do is like analyze all these soft phones. Say like, oh, we have a Chinese guy, French guy, Italian guy, English guy, Spanish guy. Oh, we have them all here in the room. So let's see, who's going to play with me? The Chinese guy. Okay, then Microsoft Teams comes in, my headset. Then I say, I want to finish this call right now. I press the button. And this guy says like, to the guy in the room in Spanish, say, terminar. And then there was a, oh, terminar? Okay, finish. Mute. Okay, I'll mute. But if we don't have this, the experience wouldn't be that good. The audio codes wouldn't be inside, and the experience, the audio wouldn't be that good. But the most important thing, we're just forgetting about all the technology, all the investment that we do. Smart sensors are off. Take calls will be off. Sometimes even the volume will be off. It depends. Maybe we're lucky. And you tell me, but Ricardo, I have this and my volume works. You were lucky. You are lucky that they speak the same language. But in most of the cases, I tell you that most of the commands that you are going to be using won't work. This is why the BT is the dongle is so important. We're trying to invent something that can tell the headset and the soft phones what we're trying to say. Otherwise, it's like we're trying with, and they don't understand anything. We're just, doing actions that the soft phones don't understand. That's why. Was it clear?
Yeah, definitely it's clear. Look, at the end of the day, it is very simple. If you want your features of your headsets to be working, you need to use a dongle. I just think it's going to make life a lot easier, and it makes life a lot easier for the IT support team as well.
Yes, I always say because this is something that nobody forgets. Translator. You need to translate the different languages from the different soft phones because they are all different, created by different companies. And the headset, they need to speak the same language. If they don't speak the same language, you will never be able to use any of the features.
Thanks for that. Ricardo, unfortunately, we've run out of time. Any of the questions outstanding, we'll just reply to those people directly. I do want to thank everybody for joining this session. As previously discussed, this webinar will be available on our website afterwards. If you need your colleagues to review it, both webinars will be on there. Let me just see quickly if there's anything important still. I've got, is a AL10 smart lift is still available?
Oh yeah. Okay. The smart limiter? Okay. We do have. I don't know if that's what you're asking for. I know that it depending on the regions, on the different countries, we have a limiter for the exposure to the noise and sound and everything. And I know that via software on any of our headsets, you can module that because I know that legally speaking, the law in the different countries, they ask for a limiter in terms of sound and everything. Is that what you're asking for? If not, I'll have to take. Yeah,
I think it's more about around the availability. Is the limiter still available to actually?
Yeah. It's something that it's important, and we need to understand that depending on the region, we need to offer that because if tomorrow I'm in a company and I say I got deaf because my company gave me this kind of headset, if the company proves that the headset that I've been using have a limiter, the company is fully safe. Because for the health of our employees, we're looking for the right headset, so they are not exposed to.
And I think a lot of actually big contact centers that is driven out of the European countries is actually enforcing their contact centers based in South Africa to be compliant with the limiters as well. So it's definitely something to keep in mind.
Yeah, and if I'm not wrong, I think Australia is the most like the one that requires the biggest, limiter in terms of like the exposure to sound and all this. Also, I think the new iPhone. Also, it happened to me in the gym that if you're listening to music for a certain time and a very, very loud, it limits the sound. It tells you, hey, it's too loud for your ear, blah blah blah, and just go down a little bit. So yeah, it's really important for health. And now that we're using headset the whole day, we need to make sure that it doesn't affect us.
Great stuff.
Anything else?
Ricardo, once again, thank you. And thanks for everybody attending. And looking forward to maybe having the session in the future again.
Yeah, of course. Feel free. Anytime. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
All right. Cheers, Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.